Raj, you probably don't know this. You know who originally was supposed to star in it? Contractually obligated to be offered the role
De Niro,
in
right?
Die Hard? No, Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
What?
yeah. He had the rights to the book, right?
The book Die Hard, the original book Die Hard, was called Nothing Lasts Forever, and it was a sequel to a book called The Detective. Frank Sinatra had the rights to The Detective, made a movie of it in the early 70s. And because they were making the sequel, contractually, they had to offer it to Frank Sinatra first. It was his daughter originally, not his wife.
I'm dead serious. I've seen The Detective. I did not know that Die Hard's supposed to be
same character.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, Bruce Willis getting that was amazing considering where Moonlighting. He'd done Blind Date and Moonlighting before that, But the reason Die Hard is so influential, and Die Hard 2, which I think is a very good movie, is Die Hard was the birth of the smart action movie. If you think about what 80s action movies were, it usually was very cookie cutter, like Commando or something where it's like, okay, there's the bad guy and there's the good guy. Die Hard was the birth of giving us a likable, charismatic villain who had an interesting plan. Yeah. And the characters in that movie were much more layered than was your standard 80s action fare. So look at what happened after that. I think Lethal Weapon 2, definitely has a lot of...
Mel Gibson's character gave us that.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon 2 is, I think, a big improvement on Lethal Weapon 1 story-wise. Yep. But then look at Cliffhanger, look at Passenger 57, look at the template for Speed even, which originally could have been Die Hard 3. It was written with Die Hard 3 to mind. Die Hard brought in the smart action movie, which is why it's still just such an utter classic. And it's the formula, right? Smart, charismatic villain, interesting plot, but not too complicated. Because like the first Mission Impossible movie, I still can't tell you what that was about exactly.
Any of them.
Yeah, way just like there's a
They're
file.
fun to watch.
Yeah, and I like when they pretend to be the people and take off the mask. Right. But no, Matt, to your point, it's not. There are movies though that are like Coming to America. We watch around Christmas. It's not a Christmas movie, but that's a good movie you can put on. The family will enjoy it.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I think, and it's nice to have that. I mean, now what's really funny though. I don't know if you guys have realized this, like Gen X, like we're the new baby boomers. And what I mean by that is that when we were growing up, it seemed like everything was for people that grew up in the 50s, and the early 60s. And now flip around cable and it's just nonstop like, like I saw to say like Once Bitten is on, Back to the Future still always on, Pee-wee's Big Adventure is on. And these are on different channels when I'm flipping around. And it's like, they're programming it for us in our generation. Like this is everything that's being shown now because people are at home and they want to watch stuff that they're comfortable with and enjoy, have nostalgia for.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Schwarzenegger was also offered that part.
Yeah,
Stallone. It was a bunch of people before they finally settled on.
Did you guys watch the Stallone Netflix doc yet?
I did.
Is it good?
I like they did an Arnold one, which I thought was fantastic, and I'm a huge Stallone fan. He's like my favorite action hero of all time. But I just felt like it was all surface stuff, like that you could read on a Wikipedia page. So.
Well, speaking of documentaries,